Columbus has got some action going, just some severe warned storms. We've got our storm
All right,
here,
we are live now, and
and we're waiting to see what.
ready for the storms.
What happens up north.
So we have a few severe thunderstorm warning, some severe warned storms in South Dakota, and these are by Winter, South Dakota, interesting town name, and by Platte Colony, South Dakota, and also one just north of Mitchell, South Dakota. And we also have a few in North Dakota. Special weather statement south of Jamestown, and a severe thunderstorm warning in north of Meninock. So you've got that, but then coming back down here in Nebraska, right by Columbus, Nebraska, there's a severe thunderstorm warned storm with a special weather statement right by it. And also by Palmer, Nebraska, there is a severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah, we're gonna watch this one for just a little bit more, and
then Colorado, just north of Fort Morgan, there is a storm with a special weather statement, and Connor Croft is on that one. Let's switch to him. Here he is.
It was big. Every year, right around this time, the birds just decide they don't want to live anymore. Not sure why, but.
Okay. So he's up there approaching the storm.
We dropped off this one. I can't even find the rain on map, so. 2,400 people here. Thank you for tuning in, guys. If you guys go hit that like and sub button for me, I'd appreciate it. We are getting on this. I know, it's like right there.
Are you sure we're looking at a road on?
Yeah.
It's just this one. And then on the map it's called New River.
Which one is it?
Alright, I found it. It runs into Fort Morgan Airport.
Okay.
So you're gonna go.
Hello, Danielle Carter. And we have this 2% tornado chance stretching in from Nebraska all the way to Colorado even, and a portion of South Dakota and in North Dakota. And there's a brand new tornado warning, an observed tornado warning by Munich, North Dakota. So we'll be watching that. And what I was saying, also the 2% tornado chance in Minnesota
Don't matter for land spouts.
and in North Dakota, obviously, as we have this.
Confirmed
This is-
tornado.
This is what I would be least expecting. Interesting. Okay. So yeah, we'll be watching that one. Hello, Alex and Guzman.
Go, chat.
Hello, everybody. So yeah, still severe thunderstorm warned, and let's switch to the chaser who is on these storms.
tails on this base right here.
There you
We
go.
got the right tail and we got the left tail. And if I look,
Okay.
very slowly rotating, very slow.
So a
rotating.
slowly rotating storm here,
And a little bit of rising scud there in the middle.
just to the west of St. Paul, Nebraska.
But not enough to look ominous or threatening.
See,
here.
as he said, really
But
nothing
at the
right
same
now
time,
to be
not
worried about
really
there.
Seeing anything going on
And now let's head back over to Connor Croft.
exceptionally up.
That was only chick. And I think it was just a tan, but yeah,
I think that's strong.
damn, like meal. Yeah, they gonna warn ours or what?
So, Sharon's
Not
kind
huge
of.
warrant,
And a new special weather statement there,
Only storms.
Hey,
just
No windy.
west of Denver.
coming up channel member.
So, oh, okay. We have a new tornado warning also. So that one was observed, and then right in front of it is a radar indicated tornado warning. So there are actively 2 in the U.S. There's also 1 in Canada. Over here, by Ottawa.
It's our hail side.
Nothing under that base.
But
yet,
we've got 2 right here. Hun Emperor,
I know, that's why I don't know why I don't have a warrant.
I will touch you. What? So we have this cell south of
Might be.
I mean, that's the tornado capital of the world.
It's a good place to be.
If you guys don't know, I believe Weld County, Colorado, which is, I'm pretty sure where we're at, is the tornado hotspot of the world. More tornadoes happen in Weld County, Colorado than anywhere else. Albeit they're usually
Ottawa
not
is the capital of Canada, yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, we have this cell south of Cooperstown. Watching if it could be severe thunderstorm warned in the future, along with these ones here. So a lot going on up there in North Dakota.
Hello?
These two looking like they might break away from each other.
Yes. Yes, it's 0-4. It's second floor. Okay, thank you. And which one was it again? Is this the entertainment center? Okay.
So,
Okay, thanks.
still this one is an observed tornado.
Yeah, it's alright. Well,
I'm not too sure about that.
Just need to
And
confirm which one it was.
then a radar indicated.
yeah,
yeah.
you didn't ask what we
Keep watching that.
Well, I have
There's
both
Freddie
books
McKinney.
living there.
He's in Nebraska.
Did you get that off Amazon?
No. Enough of that.
Not important.
Soulful 20 bomb
Soulful Giggles?
says good morning.
I'm gonna open up Freddie's stream here. He could be in a good position for these storms and a new severe thunderstorm warning by Marty, South Dakota.
Alright, got 2,500 people in here. Let's go, chat. We are getting on this. This thing is diving south. And they really are reluctant to severe warn this.
It's okay, we'll get in, get softballs, and then.
Here.
Yeah.
It's not even that much taller. That one's at 3,000. This one's at 5.
Alright,
They're
so
like pulsing almost.
Freddie's stream won't start until 4:15 here. So just keep watching this.
3.5.
Still not severe warned.
First, we offer overnight boarding. Your pet will stay overnight in your sitter's home and not only be treated like part of the family.
Okay, that was loud. When I go back over here.
Yes. Now it says it's tracking a little bit toward us
This is, I believe that's what he's looking at.
with a little bit of rotation. So,
Bit of rotation.
maybe it's starting to move.
Still, don't forget about that. Tornado warning is still up in North Dakota.
Let's look at it on the Hastings radar. All right, we're going to have to move from this location. Now we see some stuff beyond our storm real quickly back in there. See that stuff? Some storms popping up. This one has some scud forming underneath it right there. Actually, a little bit of a cut coming around here. Just got a little stronger on the hail core, so
So he's down in Nebraska.
here's what our storm looks like on radar. So hail core on it. Very, very mild
Still the two
Mild-ish.
tornado warnings up there.
rotation. Of course, this is on the Hastings. Let's see what the
And up in South
Omaha
Dakota.
radar's a little further away, but we'll look at that. If fingers will allow me to.
In South Dakota, it's a
There's a
$half sized hail with 60-mile-an-hour winds for this severe thunderstorm warning. And then also there's
But
another
interesting, there's
one
something firing underneath
for
it, so
also
maybe
$half sized hail.
that's pulling the
60-mile-an-hour
storm
winds.
down to it. So we got some storm firing behind us. That almost looks like a cut wrapping around it. Kind of wrapping around like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure where he is. It says St. Paul, but he said
clear
there's a
slot.
storm firing behind him. He's in St. Paul or anywhere around there. There's nothing behind him.
It just has the form, but it just doesn't have the features. So
Still, the storm that Connor's on is not severe warned yet. I believe they might
And the
severe warn it
storm
in the
underneath
future,
it.
though. So I'll be watching out for that.
It's tracking toward us. Okay. Did you get a little nap, Lisa? That's good. That doesn't hurt anyone. Is this storm chaser a meteorologist? No, I am not a meteorologist. That is not what my degree is in. Just a storm chaser as far as that goes, but I do study the weather a bit. And I study it quite a bit experientially. Very good chance we're going to leave this storm and head where to. I think. Is there anything firing up north? I know what I was going to do. I was going to look at
So,
satellites. Let's do that real quick. Let's look at the satellite. And then we'll make our move. So we'll look at this together. I'm going to go to regional. It'll be a little easier to see the overall picture.
let's take a look at the, there are actually,
Okay.
there's a severe thunderstorm watch in 2 different areas.
So this is what the satellite is showing
Right here in
now
South
for
Dakota
Nebraska.
and Iowa
Look at all
and
the
Nebraska.
cumulus.
So,
It's
got
all these
that,
little white
and down
speckles
here
out there.
too.
That's
So in some of
That's a
Nebraska,
lot of
Colorado,
cumulus clouds.
Kansas,
looks
and
like there's a
Wyoming
boundary,
for these
perhaps
storms.
right here. And also maybe coming
Also
north
up here where those
through
tornado
here.
warnings
So,
are, there is a severe
Kind of hard to
thunderstorm
tell,
watch.
but so one of the targets has been this area right here. Nothing's firing, but stuff's definitely firing in South Dakota.
Turn that.
It's just kind of staying there. Now the models show this stuff here
That storm
firing
that Connor's
and
on
working
is still
its way
not
back
severe
down
warned.
this way,
I repeat, not
and it would have
severe warned.
all of that cumulus here to work with. These are our storms down here.
Hey, let's switch back to
From-
Connor.
The look from outer space, and
So here he is. I think he's driving to the south one, or this one over here.
Needs some work.
Severe thunderstorm warned southwest of Pueblo, Colorado. Damage that considerable. Severe thunderstorm warning. And just a lot of rain down here in Texas and stuff.
Get worse and worse. Is it dying?
go down to 92, and then we'll take 92 over to clear over to 14 north. That would be north of Central City. And then we can see these storms over here that are over by Columbus.
entering the tornado area south of Jamestown.
Yeah, he's made his way. He's up by Spencer. Which way is he going? He's going east toward Bristow. Pretty much straight to our north, but we're also going east, but we're going to come up through Albion. So we're probably going to end up.
Storm that Carter is on is still absolutely warned. Which is in Colorado. It's in northwest Colorado. Still not severe warned.
Let's see, I'm gonna cut this for a second. I'd go one more mile south, and then you're turning left. And there's some storms down to our south that are kind of going up down there, but the problem with down here is the potential down here is that there's a lot of cape, which, you know, that means there's moisture and instability and fuel. I see what you're talking about. I think you're talking about Platte Center, but there's a lot of cape down here, but there's not a lot of vorticity down here. If we could combine that cape with some
So
vorticity,
still the tornado warnings in North Dakota. This one's about to be
we
observed
would
one.
have a better
About to
situation.
expire?
So
So we'll go back to that.
let's give you a visual.
I think we are live. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another storm chase here. We're back. Eli behind the camera right now. We are back in
Go
action
out
here today,
plus
guys.
two.
We are in Bristow.
Well, how about that? I think I killed their connection. How's it going, everyone? Good to see ya.
Okay. God dang it, I didn't mean to close it out. Okay.
And so here we
So we're right here.
have some mezzo. 1 second here. We're going to change the focus here so that let's do that.
It's because of the trees, guys.
And that just switched on me, so I decided to. So here you have 0 to 3 kilometer cape, and then that's in the red.
Switch now.
And down where we were, which is down here, we had a lot of cape. But the blue up here is vorticity. And that is what gets stuff turning, spinning, turning around. Where you have the reds overlapping the blues, that is the ideal place to be, and that's why Freddie is sitting up there. Just went back to plus, just went back to what current. Now, if we go out 4 hours, get it. Oh, I gotta click on that. Plus,
Yeah, he's showing us
there's plus
possibly
2.
could happen.
There's plus 4. Plus 6.
Really anything over there, so just watch possibly.
Anyway, so you get the reds overlapping the blues. That's the ideal spot to be in. Because you have the Cape, the ability for storms to go big, but you also have the ability of storms to spin. And so that's, if that makes any sense. Correct me if I'm wrong. Absolutely.
His sound cut out.
Now, that is the situation. Where are we going? We're going down to Highway 14. See Highway 14 there? Yep. Going up Fulton. Let's go ahead and punch in. You want me to punch in something? For now, let's punch in Neely. Punch in Neely.
I don't know where he's trying to go, so honestly I don't know what his location is.
Directions. Want me to just hit start, or you want to follow it this way? Just want me to hit start? Yeah. Getting into a little bit of rain here.
Something on auto. Is the camera on auto?
The camera is on. No, it's locked. She's locked in. So I think I'm taking it. Yeah, Freddie is streaming live.
By the way, chat, our mount is broken.
Sonya.
Our phone
Really
mount is
quick at
broken,
that.
so
Sonya's lightning fast. W Sonya.
That's just now a radar indicator and radar indicator, so don't know if there's an actual tornado in there.
Yeah.
For those Minnesotas, stuff in Minnesota.
Oh yeah, it's some kind of a
But geez. On his front
Crazy,
still
yeah.
just bored.
message. Cat message.
Nothing's been going
Sonya
on.
Waller.
Except for up in South
All right.
Dakota where nobody's at.
Let's go. Wave back live. He got fucked off his horse, didn't he? Didn't he, Jones Hunting? Alright. Way to go, everyone. It's way to go. So to fill you in on the plan here is now we're moving north. That pregame show.
You said he's in college.
2 hours. Well, 2 hours pregame,
I don't know
yeah.
where that is.
Well, we gave it an effort. We didn't, you know.
Still, this severe warning storm at Barty, South Dakota.
Yeah, let's do this. Okay.
And by winter, Lake Colony, South Dakota. Also, or severe storm warning storm.
9.1 miles. We're gonna turn left. God Struggler, good to see you. By the way, good to see you. Jones Hunting. Let's see, let's do a check on Mr. Freddy. He's Freddy's alive. Oh, he's got a little something in there. And Summer Bird with $100 super chat. W. How's this work?
We're gonna go back over to Furnish.
Working for you.
Oh, my lands. Charlotte.
But that was a
Here we
great,
are back on Connors.
great football opportunity right there, guys.
Still a special weather statement, but it's growling possibly. Or that just detached. No, that's growing. Okay.
Yeah, the ditch won. The ditch won that one, for sure. That ditch was going crazy. Got a cool shot right here looking into this thing.
Yeah, cool if you've never seen a storm before.
That's how the mountain fluff usually goes. Dude, the ones behind it are the strongest ones now.
But they're just probably just gonna fizzle out too.
The safest bet is probably just to head back towards Sterling, right? Keep them all in play. Maybe this one up here does something a little further north.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be a better dues. So it might actually sustain longer too.
Alright, we're gonna hit the road here. Have a biting fly.
Actually, yeah, I kind of like that. We should probably definitely go back to Sterling.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt. Like, we have to be really stupid if we did.
Okay, guys. We're gonna keep all these different storms in play here, so we're just gonna kind of retrace our steps. These things are still in there.
Daily encouragement. Welcome to Only Storms.
Hey, welcome back to Only Storms, if I recall. I think Daily Encouragement's already been. Remember, for all these on and off. I thought I was gonna play it there. Pretty sick shot behind us though, so we'll have that as we drive away from this thing. went out slow down there pretty quick on me.
Yeah.
Now things look a little bit better on the stream there. I don't know what's going on.
We're looking for Palmer, Nebraska. Palmer, Nebraska.
Yeah. I will say Freddie and Eli and Charlie, they're the high energy group here.
Who's in here?
And Nathaniel and I are the super high energy group, right?
So nothing.
Over there is where you
No
just kinda
special
get-
weather statements, no screw things from nothing on these storms.
Daniel says you go there to get brain fry, so get but Freddie's gonna find the tornado, so we're gonna go find Freddie. So if he gets tornado, we're gonna get the tornado. So let's go meet him. Yes. It's good to have the blend. There we go. So we're gonna head up north and we're going to intercept some stuff. Now that thing up by Marty, it's up by Niobrara, is looking like a decent storm. Problem up there? Yeah, South Dakota radar. Let's try that. Don't have the greatest radar, but our stuff down here is done. So we're moving north. Yeah, you're right, Travis. He does find crazy stuff. And we have a kitten too. We have a kitten now at the house, but we not sure how long we're gonna have it. It's kind of driving me a little nuts, but to have a 1-year-old cat and a 7-month-old puppy Labrador, and then to have a kitten that's just like 6 months, 7 months. How old?
Nothing of theirs.
It's like insanity.
So they have another street finish from morning in the storm.
Pray for Melanie.
No, it's not that bad. Nola's great.
Yeah, Nola's awesome.
For
One of these days, guys, members, I'm wanting to do a member stream. I don't know what you'll think of this, but I have been working hard with Nola, our mostly Labrador retriever, but I've been working with her
Labrador, German
on
Shepherd, Siberian.
catching the
tornado warning
frisbee.
still up
She
there
is
in North
phenomenal
Dakota.
at it. So I'm trying to
we have right
develop
now.
her to be world class at catching the frisbee. So
She is very good.
problem is she keeps taking them out places and dumping them and losing them. And I have to go all over the yard and try to find them.
See, she's good at catching them, but then
Oh,
she
she's
doesn't want to give it back.
fantastic at catching, but then she doesn't want to give it back. No, you're right. All right, Travis, we'll mail that kitten to you. I think it could be done.
I don't know if Lydia would be very happy about
No, I like the kitten stage, Sonia. I like it. It's just, I'm afraid Nola's going to eat the kitten, and that's the thing that like half a pound or something.
Kitten like doesn't even exist. It's like barely.
Kitten maybe weighs a pound. I don't know.
It weighs like 2. I think it weighs 2 pounds. It's like
Yeah,
like a
Diane, we've been working on the treat thing. Problem is we're out of treats right now, so I don't know. I think we're getting treats today, actually. All right, so we are now officially blasting north, and here's what's happening. As you can see on the left, we have our maps up, and we're moving north. On the right, we have our radar. Let's go ahead and go one screen. There we are. We're in the middle of these kind of just weak storms right now, but there's an MD out for this area, but I don't think they might drop a watch. But now we're moving up into this area where there is a severe thunderstorm watch. And it might be some of these storms. The models are showing these storms to be kind of tracking down this way. So we're
QX80, you are cleared for take.
and going to try to intercept this group of storms. See, we're down here. We've got Neely in there. That'll get us up in the area. And then any of these that looks like some are starting to fire a little bit up in here. But any of them that get going and start coming this way, we should be in position to be able to capitalize on the situation. Bark a little, but then they're wagging their tail at the same time, which is, I'd rather have a nice dog than a mean dog. was a little mean to me. No, he wasn't really mean to me. He just
He tossed the cat outside.
yeah, that cat.
I was walking up the garage steps. He tossed the cat out of the garage right to me. That's so funny.
Yeah, so we got a storm. We're looking at this storm off to our north here. Can you see that? I zoomed in on it. You see that thing powering up back there? I'm pretty sure that's the one just on the other side of the Nebraska border. It's severe warned. It's just into South Dakota. And it's getting going right now. But then there's also one to the south of that one. So this is the one I'm referring to up there, North Dakota or South Dakota. It's up here at Marty. It's not all that big, but see, there's one on this side now. Those kind of merge, and it merges south, and it ends up getting going. Then look here, we got a little something in between at Creighton. If that fires, then maybe we'll get that. So. Just give it a shot right now. I think you got a curve here. Sometimes too, if it hasn't rained for a while and the roads, and there's oil on the road, it can get a little slick. Just a caution. This one doesn't look, because this road actually has a lot of kind of loose gravel built into it.
So yeah, I think nothing is
the
gonna
Loup
happen
River.
down there.
It's the Loup River. It's up too. That loop has got some water in it.
Some stuff could happen up there. And up here.
9%. We'll go ahead and just keep charging it.
But
And get her up.
I'm gonna end the live stream there.
And
It's a lack of viewership.
laptop's getting low. I'm gonna have to close the laptop.
But I'll see all of you guys next time.
Find a different method to look at
Bye.